Hey, how you doing today? I'm Tinny from Mini Bull Design, and today we're out in Tinny's shop building poison pots. Look at them. Got the bottoms done, got the lids done. All they got to do is press them together, put the epoxy on them, wind them. Half of these will probably be turned into great ovens when I get done. Now I'm going to do a video on cooking fiddleheads in the house using a poison pot. So let's shoot into the house and see what I'm doing in there. Hi, I'm Tinny from Mini Bull Design, and some people asked me to show you how to cook fiddleheads. So today, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, here's some fiddleheads. You saw as I picked them out in the woods, some of them were gone by and some of them were just ready. These are fully mature fiddleheads. Okay, now, first thing is, and these have probably already been cleaned. You have to uncoil them a bit, like this. And in here, once you uncoil them, there'll be some brown material. Kind of looks like peanut skin material, kind of brown. You want to get that off. It's not a real big deal to do it, but you want to remove it or they'll taste bitter. Okay, once you've done that, we're going to put them in some boiling water here. I got to add a little more water. And going to put them in some water and boil them for a while. Maybe, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes. Until the water turns brown. I know, doesn't sound good, but that's how it works. Then once the water turns brown, we'll turn the camera back on and I'll show you what's next. Ooh, those are pretty. Ooh. Okay, I got my poison pot here and I got my squirrel cage stove, and as soon as this comes to a boil and they boil for a few minutes, I'll turn the camera back on. Okay, these have been boiling just a few minutes, maybe 5 minutes, actually 3, and that's all it really takes for the first run. Now, you'll see here when I dump this off that okay, now, I don't recommend eating these raw because they're so segmented and curled and everything. There's a lot of places in them for stuff to get trapped that I don't think would be good to eat. And I've heard of people getting sick from eating them raw because they got some bacteria that's just not good. And you can see that by the brown color of this water that I don't know what colors that water brown, but it's got a bitter flavor to it. So you want to dump that off. Now, if you eat them raw, you're going to be eating that. I don't know if it's tannic acid or what it is, but it's brown. Now, after that, now that I've added the water, they will be clear from now on, and they have a real nice flavor to them. But until you boil them and get this brown water off, I wouldn't eat them. Okay, so I'll turn the camera back on when they're tender, and I'll let you know how long the total cook time is. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes, and these are just about ready to come off. By the time I get the camera set around here so we can get a close-up of this, they should be done in 11, 12 minutes. Okay, it's been 15 minutes, and if you don't have a stopwatch, that would be 3 fills of the squirrel cage stove with a bongo after they come to a boil. 3 fills, 15 minutes. Now, I like mine completely cooked through. Some people like them a little less done so they've got a little crunch to them, but I like mine cooked all the way through. So I cook them a full 15 minutes. They're fully edible after 10 minutes. They've got a little crunch to them, but I don't care for the crunch. I want mine completely done. Now, I think these would be really good along with one of Tinny's backpacking spaghetti dinners, or with a Mountain House beef stroganoff dinner. I think either one of them would be pretty tasty. be a good compliment. And if you happen to be in an area where these are in season, usually in early May, you can tell them fairly easily because they are a dark green and they look like the head of a fiddle. They're called an ostrich fern also. Now there's another fern that people are trying to tell me this looks like, which is a bracket fern, but it's not even close because a bracket fern is yellow when it's young, not dark deep green, and it has all kinds of fuzz all over it, and it's, in my opinion, kind of gross. These come up, they're shiny, bright green, real crisp, got a nice fiddlehead on them. Ostrich fern. Now I prefer to eat these with just a little salt, and if you've got butter, that's nice, but if you don't have it, they're just fine with salt. So let me move the camera back out here, and ooh, we're going to have ourselves a feed of fiddleheads. These usually grow, I also want to add, where the water's running. You won't find them in a swamp. You'll find them in some area on the bank of a stream next down to the water where the water's running. They have to have their feet wet and they have to have fresh water. If they're in a swamp, they're probably not ostrich ferns. They're probably bracket ferns, and you certainly don't want to pick them. Okay, so I boiled these about 2.5 to 3 minutes, drained the water, put fresh water in, boiled them for another 15 minutes. Until they were soft to the bite with no crunch to them. Although if they're a little crunchy, that's fine if that's the way you like them. I don't like them that way. And after I got them boiled until they were tender, then I just added a little salt. But if you had some butter, that'd be good too. Chances of having butter on the trail are pretty dicey. Wow. Yep, nothing tastes like fiddleheads. They're actually very good. Nothing tastes like, I can't say they taste like this or that. They've got their own flavor. Very fresh flavor to them. And they complement a pasta dish very well. Wow. This is the first time I've had them since last year. Good. So I'm Tinny from Mini Bowl Design. Get out and hike, take a friend, enjoy the cuisine of the great outdoors, and more important than anything, have a really great day. Bye-bye.